Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
We know who you are.
Today we are going to save the world from boredom and unquenched thirst because we have two cocktails for the movie Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm with them.
A bunch of intergalactic misfits with zero teamwork skills become the galaxy's last hope, because clearly there were no better options. Nothing says heroic like stealing, bickering, and accidentally saving the universe to a killer 70s mixtape.
Our first cocktail is great if you like pina coladas. The song or the cocktail, because we're making Awesome Mix Volume 1.
All right.
Our second cocktail is based on a character with a lot to say in only 3 words. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Get ready for a Kevin Bacon inspired dance-off because we're going to make Awesome Mix Volume 1.
How are we supposed to do that?
We're going to be using coconut rum, spiced rum, Barkeepers Coconut Cream, pineapple chinola, lime juice, sea salt, habanero bitters, crème de violette, prickly pear syrup, Whip-In-A-Can, and a purple candy.
In an absinthe glass, combine half an ounce crème de violette, quarter of an ounce prickly pear syrup, and a dash of habanero bitters. Give it a stir. In a shaker tin, combine 1 ounce coconut rum, half an ounce spiced rum, half an ounce Barkeepers Coconut Cream, 1 ounce pineapple chinola, half an ounce lime juice, a pinch of salt, and 1 dash of habanero bitters. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Fill absinthe glass with crushed ice and pour cocktail over top. Garnish with Whip-In-A-Can and purple candy. And here we have Awesome Mix Volume 1.
Got a couple layers to work with here.
Yes, so it is a pina colada but with a kick. As you saw, we added habanero bitters to it, which gave it a lot of spice.
There's a kick.
There's a little pea coming out of me right now.
And then at the bottom, it's crème de violette and prickly pear syrup, which gives it kind of this nice sort of floral, citrusy, sweet finish.
Oh, she has no idea.
So yeah, there is a little bit of a kick here. My eyes are definitely starting to water.
An occupational hazard, I'm sure, in your line of work.
First, I took a sip on the top layer, and then I let the straw go down and took a sip on the bottom layer. It was really nice because you kind of have 2 separate drinks, and that crème de violette in the bottom is just really, really good. Really just kind of like floral and fresh, but it has just such a unique flavor. Very different than like elderflower liqueur or something like that.
You're an imbecile.
With the crème de violette, because of the floralness of it, you just have to experiment with that because it can come off kind of medicinal.
Prove me wrong.
What do you think about the pina colada top?
Love the rum, the Barkeeper's cream of coconut. It's just very, very fresh. Very fresh, really nice. Good contrast between the layers as well, but it does have that little bit of kick.
Yeah, you said that.
It does, and typical pina colada recipe, however, we did use pineapple chinola rather than pineapple juice just to pump up the ABV. We've been really loving the chinolas because they are made out of real fruit.
Oh, will you shut up about that?
And having that extra kick to it just really livens it up and makes it exciting, kind of like that mixtape, right?
Absolutely, and you know what? We don't call ourselves Boozy Movies for nothing.
You know who else loved that mixtape was Groot.
Groot, big fan.
I am Groot.
So now that we are rocking out to Awesome Mix Volume 1, I think we should kind of roll into the second cocktail.
Yes, but before we do, we are going to hit pause for just 1 second and ask for you to like this video if you haven't already and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little alert bell to remind you to come back every single week to see us. It would really make you the superheroes of our story.
Just like our next cocktail.
I am Groot.
I'm Groot.
For I am Groot, you will need honey whiskey, rye whiskey, pine amaro, marigold syrup, and ginger beer.
In a mixing glass, combine 1.5 ounces honey whiskey, a 1/2 ounce rye whiskey, 3/4 of an ounce pine amaro, and 3/4 of an ounce marigold syrup. Add ice and stir until chilled. Strain into a chilled Collins glass with marigold coated spheres. top of the ginger beers and give it a slight stir. And serve with a bamboo straw. And here is I Am Groot. So we really wanted to create a cocktail that was representative of Groot. So earthy flavors.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Some floral flavors, herbal flavors. I think we all got that sort of encapsulated in here. We even put it in a Collins glass because we wanted it, a very tall tree-like glass as well.
Thanks, Dad. Sounds fair.
Some earthy flavors, like you mentioned. We're getting that a lot from just the tiny bit of ginger beer that we've topped it with.
Yeah.
The pine amaro you can really get. We did put a fair amount of it in there.
I told you I had a plan.
And the 2 whiskeys. So the honey whiskey, you're not getting a lot of earthiness from the honey whiskey. That's really all, a lot of the sweetness.
It's just a metaphor, dude.
Which we think Groot really was, even though he looked like a really kind of mean guy, especially in the prison. He put on a real good show. We think that it's delicious. The marigold syrup as well adds that.
That's really
beautiful herbal flavor.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good plan.
Just a little bit of rye in there. It's not too bitey, especially with the honey whiskey, because the honey whiskey itself isn't bitey. It's very smooth. It does have a little texture to it.
If I had a black light, the place would look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
But we did want to put some rye in there to just have a little bit, because Groot is, he's a tough guy.
I am Groot.
The pretty little marigold flowers was really inspired by that scene where he puts out all those little light fairies or whatever,
right.
And then when he kind of wraps around
to protect
his
everyone.
friends and everything, that growth and all the prettiness, and then he also releases those beautiful fairies inside the little ball of protection. They did just a wonderful job with this character. Interestingly enough though, Groot was not in the original comics. Groot was actually a villain.
Oh, I know.
It seems strange because you just love his character in the movies, but he was a villain in the original comics where he would capture humans to study them so that he could take over the Earth.
Not anymore.
What a great sort of ensemble. Usually when you think of an ensemble cast, it's all these great actors and people that you know.
We're just like Kevin Bacon.
They have each one of them has such a distinct personality. And the way they come together, they kind of bicker like brothers and sisters in everything.
I have no words for an honorless thief.
But it was just really fun just to see their attitudes and them come together, have to work together.
They're all idiots.
I didn't actually know, which this should be no surprise to anybody, I didn't know who any of the actors were that were in this. And at that point, none of them, Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper were probably the biggest names.
What the hell?
And they were both CGI characters, so you didn't really know, unless of course you were a big Parks and Rec fan, you knew Chris Pratt. Yeah, but I had no idea who Chris Pratt was.
Who?
I personally think that this is one of Marvel's best movies, and even more especially one of Marvel's best character studies, because the personalities that they have in here, and
I'm distracting you big turd blossom.
Groot has so much personality and only speaks 3 words the whole movie. And
Rocket though, Rocket's the man.
yes,
I love me some Rocket.
Everybody loves Rocket.
He's got some attitude. Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah, so he was originally in the comic, he was named after Rocky Raccoon.
The Beatles song, right?
Yeah, on the White
Album. Disc 1, probably side 2 of the vinyl.
That's the first thing you said that wasn't batshit crazy.
So we did talk about our awesome mixtape cocktail, but one of the things about a mixtape, it's sort of like this lost art a little bit from our generation, aging ourselves. On streaming services, you can create awesome playlists now, but the idea of creating a mixtape where you had to sit there and press play and hit record and play the song and then stop it and then put the next one in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
If you created a mixtape for someone, it meant you put a lot of time and effort and energy into that.
Leave it to me.
Speaking of mixing things up, we have another movie coming out next week, 2 more cocktails, so we better get to mixing up some more of these.
Yeah, you wouldn't want us to miss a week now, would you?
No. So we will see you back here next week.
All right, Star-Lord. Cheers.
Cheers.